It is a lot of factors play a role into why they end up at children's home. Most of it being that they're not having a support system as strong as they would like to with the family, and encouraging them to, or putting them to have to take those hard challenges, or ultimately decision making of having to rely on a shelter to go to. A lot of the times too, their family doesn't have any stability, and they seem to be bouncing back and forth, and they're probably wanting to put a stop to it too. So they're giving themselves an opportunity to say, hey, I know we're struggling as a family unit. I will remove myself at this point to try to find something more stable. Another thing too is they might be facing true homelessness as a family component or individually, but homelessness is the number one reason why they end up at children's home. A lot of the normal skill sets, like the life skills, is one of the major ones that I say that I've seen that they leave with, because a lot of the times where their experience has led where they don't have that opportunity, even the regular interaction with family members where they'll be educating them or teaching them those skill sets. So ultimately they learn like the most common skills that you could have, whether that be like doing your own laundry, cooking, maybe taking the bus. Those are some of the basic ones that I've seen that is most frequently taught, and that the young adults don't have when they come in. So leaving at least with that, I think, is a very much one of the top skills that they leave with, for sure. Yes, I would say yeah, there is. A lot of the times is if they're facing trauma and they're not fully prepared, they're not healed, they seem to be more at a standstill with their thinking, and they're in a freeze mode. So when you're trying to navigate those options and open up like you're trying to give them some guidance, or like mentally prepare them for what's to come, they feel stuck, and they seem not to be, others will see like they're not motivated to do what they need to do to get the goals met. However, I see it that they're facing trauma, they have experienced it before, and they're truly stuck. They feel like they might not deserve it. There's a lot of emotions behind it. So a lot of the challenges is that they're not fully prepared to take those bigger steps or even the small steps. And when they need more time, and you're trying to guide them, you ultimately need them to initiate the whole process and be the part taking to do it, because you can't do it all for them. You need to guide them into it. So I think that's one of my challenges, is really like, get them to change their thought process, because you want them to do it for themselves. And you know that ultimately if they put the work into it, and with guidance, everything could, end up working out. That's one of my biggest challenges, along with also having the challenges of there's not sufficient like work opportunities for our young youth. They face a lot of challenges with that. Either they don't have full education, or if they do have some type of like even basic high school diploma and the job requires it, but they don't have work experience. And that's a challenge too. If they don't have that foundation of work and have that income in a sense, then they can't fully take the other big goals of reaching, potentially renting for, say, a room on their own, and become self-sufficient. So those are my main challenges that I see on a day-to-day with our young youth.